So we did about 66 miles yesterday, and we are parked in at, where the hell are we parked? I can't remember. Well, we're on there somewhere, but we're actually off-road at the moment, down at a company, but I can't see where we are, but I know where we're going. We're heading all the way down here, then up to here, and then down, get a ferry connection here down south, drive north from here across there, and then down to here to this company here. So this will be what, part 4, apart from our technical issue we had yesterday. So let's see if we can get going. But first we've got to find our way out of this place. So get the brake off, and hopefully we've got the audio set right this time. The truck engine noise has been cut down. Let's see if we can find our way out.
Navigation resumed.
This is a bit tight. I don't think we're going to make it here, it's a bit too tight. Can't see what gear are we in. We're in reverse, yeah, there we go.
Navigation resumed.
Right, let's see if that'll get us moving. I don't even know if this is a way out, is it? So it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We've got an hour and 23 minutes before we have to take a rest. And then we'll be in darkness. Main road up ahead. So 331 miles is where we've started. Let's see if we can get
650 feet, turn right.
A good bit below the 300 before the end of this session.
Turn right.
Well, we got out of there easy enough. and that's our first yawn. Now what you've got to remember is that this isn't like the normal Euro-drop, where you've got about an hour and a half to go before you need to take the rest stop, and that's all over in a few minutes. This is still a real hour and 20 odd minutes we've still got before we have to take that rest stop, so there is no immediate need. You've always got to remember this is real time on the 1-to-1 scale map, so time goes exactly the same as the miles goes. 10 minutes is 10 minutes, an hour is an hour. And there are plenty of opportunities to take rest stops in this map, if you can find them. It's good as long as we can keep up a steady 50 odd miles an hour. Now we're heading uphill, so we're going to get stuck behind slower trucks.
In 650 feet, turn right.
Now, is this the point I wanted to go straight on? Let me have a look. Yeah, this is the point I spoke about yesterday where the GPS doesn't want to go down this route. And we don't know why. You know, if we go that way, it's going to take us straight down there anyway. But for some reason the GPS doesn't like to go down this way, but I'm going to go down this way anyway.
Turn right.
It could just be a dead-end road for some reason, but we'll find out.
Navigation resumed.
It's still telling us to go back the way.
If
And
possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed.
And it's going to keep doing it and keep doing it.
If possible, please turn around. Resume. If possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed. 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 If possible, please turn around.
Now, I'd imagine as the further we get along this particular piece of road,
Navigation resumed.
eventually the GPS should recover,
If possible, please turn around.
you would think.
Navigation resumed. If possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed. If possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed. If possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed. If possible, please turn around.
Oh, evasive action there, I don't know what was going on. Probably that little piece of roadworks there that done that.
Navigation resumed. If possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed. If possible, please turn around. Resumed. If possible, please turn around. Navigation 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 resumed. If possible, please turn around.
Now, of course, the other problem at the moment is the GPS doesn't know how many miles we're ticking up. It'll recover as well. We're still showing that we've only done 3 miles, but we've done more than that.
If possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed. 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 If possible, please turn around.
Let's have a quick look at the map. Yeah, you can see we've still got a long way to go to get to the end of this section, but once we get beyond the halfway point, I would imagine that it will then recover. So we're only there. We're only at that point there, and it seems a fairly good enough road. Don't know why the GPS didn't want to take us down here.
Navigation resumed. If possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed. If possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed. If possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed.
Let's double check. We've got an hour and 5 minutes
Please turn around.
till we take this rest stop, so it's 4:15 at the moment. So if we can get to 5 o'clock in the afternoon and then take the rest stop,
Navigation resumed.
that would mean it will be after 2 AM in the morning
Please turn around.
when we're back in the road, and then it's going to be a good number of hours, 6 or 7 hours at least before we see any more daylight. So we're going to drive through
Navigation resumed.
one of the worst roads on this trip,
If possible, please turn around.
in total darkness. And believe me, I do know it is one of the worst roads. I've driven it a lot of times.
Navigation resumed.
Now,
If possible, please turn around. Navigation resumed.
we've got a speed restriction here.
Navigation
now,
resumed.
we've lost the traffic, and there might be a dead end or something. Let's see what happens. We'll keep going anyway. I wonder if that 31 speed limit's correct. Let's check and see if it fixes itself or whether it's a genuine speed limit. Yeah, it is. It's now gone to 68. And the GPS is now recovered, and we've now done, what are we down to? Is that 318? Or is it 310? Trying to read the miles to see how many. I think it says 310. I'll soon know if it goes down to 39. It might be 316 because I can't see it clearly. Yeah, so we've done what were we? We were 331, we're down to 309, so we're making good progress at the moment. How are we doing for damage? 1% in the trailer, that's fine. The truck's fine since we got our last repair. And then once we get down this part, we're back on, well, we're actually on the main route anyway, but that road it wanted us to take would have taken us back onto this road anyway, so Seems a pretty good decision so far. We haven't had any problems. Making good miles, a good reasonable average speed. Now I did look at, for anybody who doesn't know, this map being set in a Russian environment, all the towns and cities and village locations are all of course in Russian Cyrillic text. Then it doesn't take a lot of guessing to realise that the maker of the map, Goba, is of course Russian, doesn't speak a word of English. But I watched a video yesterday, and he's been working on changing the map for version 1.40, which is in beta phase at the moment. I won't be getting it for a while, but it's also got some updates to France. The main one being that they've added 2 cities in France, which are along the border between France and Spain. And from those 2 cities in France, you will be able to link through to the new Iberia DLC, which, for anybody who doesn't know, Iberia is Spain and Portugal. So that's going to be quite a big DLC update, and that update will cover both those countries, Portugal and Spain, and you will be able to access those 2 new towns or cities in France in order to get your connection through to Spain and Portugal. Goba himself has been working on another updated version of this map, which will be the I think it's the R26 he's working on. And when I watched him yesterday, he was working on another road. I don't know where it is on the map, but he was doing quite a bit of work on another route, which once again, of course, just expands the map even more. Just beginning to grow out of all proportions. It's by far, by a fair bit and a very big margin, the largest 1-to-1 scale map that you'll get in Eurotruck. I mean, this road that we're on, I've mentioned this plenty of times before, but this road that we are actually on is about at least 500 miles long, and that's real miles, which is why it takes you so many hours. We're now down to well, in another mile we'll have done 31 miles today, and it's been good progress. That will be slowed up when we eventually get to the end of this road, and then have to move across country on what I always call the back road, the one that is on the map but is not really on the GPS. And we're going to have to do that at the worst possible time, which will be at night. And also, just to make matters worse, probably in bad weather as well. Now again, these 2 big signs, or 2 or 3 big signs up ahead, which I like doing on the video just to let you know that this is not a bootleg version of the map. This is a map that I bought and paid for from Goba, and my ID, I'll show you. We'll just slow down and kill the traffic here for a sec, just to show you these big signs up above. Let's just go up and show you one if we can get the thing to work. That is my surname there. That is my driving license. That is my ID. That is me there. So I had to send a photo ID, and he puts it into the game, onto the signs that prove it is your driving license. There's my middle name, Hayes. There you go. That's proof if ever you need it. And of course now it's getting to late in the afternoon, and we're on the frosty winter mod, so the daylight hours are much shorter, and we begin to lose the sun.
Navigation resumed.
Now wait a minute, what's going on here? Hang on a second. No, that's right enough.
Turn
I
right.
was just wondering where we were going. Why am I on the wrong side of the road here? Oh no, I'm on the right side of the road. It's the traffic that's all coming up the inside. Right, that's us. Yeah, so it looks as if we're heading into some weather again. And the first flakes of snow on the windscreen. Speed limit's down to 56, I've just noticed. Let's see what all that spam is all about. Let's have a wee read at this rubbish that's come up here. Oh, it's all in Russian. Well, you're going to have to do all that in English, mate. Goodness knows what that says. I hope you copied and pasted that, because if you typed that, it's a heck of a waste of time typing all that in Russian. That's hilarious. Use Google Translate. Copy and paste some of that into Google Translate. Oh, there's a yellow sign. That's always a bit worrying. Every time you see a yellow sign, be aware. Then of course these vehicles in front will start kicking up the powder snow, and it will just make visibility even worse while we're driving. To get my seat comfortable, just move it back in a bit. I moved it away there when I get out my seat to read that. Hang on, that's better. There we go, that's snow getting blown up. "42 minutes before we have to take this rest stop." Good morning, Slim. Well, as you can see, we're in a Russian blizzard at the moment. And we still have 293 miles to go. A long way. But we're going to have to find a resting place. Did you hear the rumour about VP4? If you were listening to my stream a couple of nights ago. That's if you're still there, if you've got bored and left already. Why is he slowing down so much? Yeah, I think it's only minus, it was minus, what is it? I think it's only -1 here in the game. Well, we're about probably 1 degree above freezing outside. There's a strong easterly wind coming in off the main continent. It's coming right down from Siberia. Certain parts of England are getting it quite bad with heavy snow. We're sheltered where we are in the western part of Scotland, so we're dry, cloudy and dull and cold with a wind chill. But I don't grudge you having -31. That's the air temperature, and if there's any wind with that, it'll be like -50. Well, this all came about from I don't know whether it was the stream of the final of the straight pool, but it was one of the streams, and I mentioned that I think it was maybe during the final, and I was moaning about the fact that we haven't had what you could properly call a proper virtual 9-ball World Championship. I'm talking about a standard set tournament where there are jump queues, where there is no spot money, so you can have the golden break, we've had nothing like that. Every 9-ball tournament that we've had that's been a US Open or a Masters 9-ball, they've all had no jump queues and alternate break, and I was calling for a proper tournament the way it should be run, with the proper match goals as well. And DJ Simon passed the message on to Steve, and then Steve got back to him, and obviously he was concerned about the match lengths. I'm talking about winner's side race to 31, loser's side race to 21, and a final to 41. And he says a race to 31 will be about 3 hours. And I said to Simon, I said, well, what about this 3 hours? It's a virtual world championship. It's a test of endurance, as well as it also gives the match a chance to actually go both ways. You could be well behind in the match and still get back into it with winner breaks, which makes it interesting and exciting. And anyway, Steve's reply to Simon, which he pasted to me on Facebook, mentioned about not doing a big tournament at the moment because there's a major VP4 update coming, and I haven't heard, you know, I can't get any information as to what it's going to be, whether it's just going to be an update to fix things or whether it's going to be anything major new. That's what we don't know. So we're going to have to start the fishing around process to find out what that it might be and what it might not be. But that's clearly something that's in the pipelines now. When you consider that nothing has been done to this game for a long time, it's well overdue. But what it will be, it might be something so trivial it doesn't even rate a mention. But when it's mentioned as a major update, you hope for some exciting things. But that remains to be seen. So in the meantime, I've got all of this week off. I don't go back until a week on Monday. And between now and then, I'm probably going to be driving my truck. I'll do Friday night 9-ball. I might do Monday night 9-ball Scotch doubles if we get enough teams in it. I did Thursday night 10-ball. We only had 2 teams in it. And now we've got a problem because I've just ran into the guy in front of me because these guys have stopped for whatever reason. Let me have a read at that chat while we're stuck here at the moment. I need to get out my chair to read it properly because I can't see it really sitting back in my chair. Well, you know my point of view on it. Virtual Pool 4 is getting left behind. And I think Steve knows that. He just won't say it. But the difference between me and Steve is I'll say it as I see it. And, you know, he should be showing some concern. That's better. Now hopefully he can get moving now. Well, you can see they got a lot of rain here because it's all flooded. And I've hit him again. There's obviously something causing an obstruction up ahead. A quick look and see what's going on up here. Now, we've got buses bouncing all over the road, look. A few little humps and bumps here is causing an issue with the traffic. These cars don't want to move, so that's not good to me. Well, I'm going to have to push him out of the way. Hang on a minute. To get past us. Right, we're on our way again. Well, seriously, I only get to play Virtual Pool 4 when I'm on my day off, and it happens to be early in the morning my time. My internal body clock wakes me up about 5 o'clock, and when I come online, there's the usual guys that play, they like to play Cowboy. We play that in the 10-footer, of course, and we play doubles if we can get a game. I got a game this morning, and that's the only time that I really get, that I feel that I can actually play a game, because any other time it's when I get home from work, and I'm in absolutely no fit state to try and concentrate and play something, simply because I can't keep my eyes open. Age is catching up with me. And spending hours playing Virtual Pool 4, I went through that phase where I did that, but I just don't have the time anymore, and I don't have the level of concentration to be competitive. So you just have to face up to the facts. And I would much rather do commentary. That's where I get my enjoyment. And it was, I mean, I must be doing something right when my headphones, my reserve headphones eventually gave up, and I was forced into having to buy a new set, and all of those guys on the stream, about 10 or 12 of them, all donated and paid for my headphones and more, which it makes me think how appreciative at least some of the guys are that are watching the streams, albeit I don't have a huge following, but it makes me think I'm doing something right. I might call it wrong sometimes, but I call it right most of the times, and at least the guys are getting enjoyment out of it, rather than sitting in the room watching the game and joining the stream instead. Oh, that was really a problem there. The thing that puzzles me is why nobody else has actually, I mean, it doesn't cost a fortune to get a half decent headset, a mic, and now you can download OBS free, you can download XSplit Gamecaster free, and do a bit of streaming and commentary themselves. I don't know why, because there's half a dozen guys on Shooter's Pool do streaming, but none of them do commentary, which I think that a lot of people that play games and do streaming, 99% of them, if you go on to any of the channels, it's all about what they're doing themselves. It's all about streaming themselves. I mean, this is the only thing where I stream myself, doing the Euro Truck, or any other game for that matter, but I very rarely do. And I don't see the point in going on and playing Virtual Pool and then just streaming yourself in a game. I can't see where the point of it is. I think the other way to do it is appreciate that Virtual Pool 4 is a game where you should be learning. And all I'm trying to do is to get people to watch who maybe don't play as much, or who are maybe new to the game, or maybe want to listen and watch what these guys are doing and seeing if they can actually learn something themselves. I think it's much better to do that as an educational thing than it is just to say, well, here I am, look at me, look at how good I am. And I don't see the end goal in doing something like that. And if you watch on Facebook, or if you're registered on the Facebook page for Shooter's Pool, you'll get videos coming up with guys streaming, but they never ever seem to stream a match that they're not involved in, let alone do any commentary. At least I've yet to see one. Right, so we've got to now seriously think about just finding the next resting place, and we're going to have to face a big chunk of this remaining part of the trip in darkness. We're coming up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're already losing daylight. And when we get back on the road after like a 9-hour rest, it will be about 2 AM in the morning. It'll be there or thereabouts. Question is where's the next resting place? Let's have a look. So there we are there, and we're trying to get to the end of this road and then we head north. So we're a long way from that yet. So if we look down here, the next resting place is going to be there. That point there. It shows a repair spot, but there are resting places there which may well be next to trucks. But that's what we're going to have to look for, because we need to take it now. We can't leave it any later. Did you watch any of that final, Slim? The straight pool final, and see the worst shot Larry's ever played? Because from that point on, he lost the match. On a run of 113, he could have put the match beyond Cobra, and then he totally blows it on one single shot. Incredible, couldn't believe he done that, and I couldn't believe he didn't play the shot I was talking about, because that leaves you in no doubt that you're not going to try and baby a ball in. He could have just rolled on to the 10 ball or whatever ball it was to hold for the 9, and even if he didn't get any of them, he would have still had a ball up the table. And he chose to try and roll the 7 ball in to hold for the 9 and didn't go through the shot. Incredible miss. And I do still blame it on that trackball mouse. Anyway, on we go. I think the snow's slackening off a wee bit now. We don't need the wipers on full pelt. We're almost at 5 PM in the afternoon, which is exactly when I thought we'd have to take the rest. And that is coming up ahead. There we go, that's it, almost over. Yeah, and if he'd done what I said, that, you know, just cheated the pocket very slightly, just to send it into the right hand side of the pocket, he could have brushed that cue ball onto the other ball, more than likely held for the 9. And as like I said, if he didn't, now is there a resting place there? I think there is. Let's have a look and see if we can find it. We're going to have to cross the road here. If one of these drivers is going to let us in. We're going to have to go around the far side there, I think.
Navigation resumed.
Now, is he waiting to get fuel? There's somewhere in here is a parking space. The problem with this map is finding exactly where it is. Because it's not necessarily mapped clearly on it. You have to find it. Right, now let's just... it might not be, as a matter of fact, the more I look at it. Right, we'll just fill up the tank. Right, that's that done now. There could be a resting place up here. I don't know whether it's inside him or outside him, but let's try it. There we go, that'll do it. So, now it's going to be darkness. We're at 2 AM in the morning. Let's see if we can get out of here before the traffic starts. So we've now done, is that 281 miles still to go? So we've now done 51 miles, which is much better progress than yesterday. Well, those lights don't have glare off that snow. Now what's happened? Oh, it's this railway line now. Let's just double check there isn't any bloody trains coming, because it's not got any gates or anything on it. So now if we check the time, we've got 9 hours driving before we need to take another rest stop. So that'll take us through to breakfast time, no problem. Yeah, see you later, Slim. Good morning. I'll be here for a while yet. It seems already we've been stuck behind this guy for a long while. This tanker in front of us. But that's what's going to happen in this map, particularly when you're on a route as long as this, on a road like this where there's very few options for the AI to turn off. Well, in another mile, we'll have done 60 miles this trip so far in this session, which is excellent. Much more than I thought we'd managed to do. The road's been good. Traffic's busy, obviously, but we haven't had many hold-ups at all. Pretty smooth going as far as that goes. Just missed that in time. Now, I maybe spoke too soon. Now we need to find out what's happening up ahead. Now, why does he not want to move? That's what I want to know. Because if he's stuck there, then all we can do is just spawn past him. and deal with it that way.
Navigation resumed.
I didn't see any way that the AI driver was making any attempt to get moving again for whatever reason. So rather than hang about for an hour, let's just get past that problem. We might even make the 100 miles for this this part of the trip in this session. Let's have another quick look at the map just to see how we're doing. Well, this is all now on the, we've reached the part of the route where I've already discovered these places because I had a job that went from there up to here. So now we're on a part of the road that we've already done. Dare going up this inside. get past him. Uh-oh. Get my eye off the road there. Oh dear. So much for trying to overtake. forgetting to pull out far enough and then run into the bloody front. Well, that's got past him, and it's also given us more damage. 1% is nothing. Yeah, it's a truck up ahead that's holding all this line of traffic again, the usual thing. Well, we've now done just over 70 miles. This is very good. where's that road go? Let's have a look. Ah, right, that's the one we went the last time. Now we're going this other one. 6.5 a dozen. Right. What's that running across the road? Was that a rabbit or a fox or a hare? Something there. There it is again. It looks like a hare, just running in front of the traffic in slow motion. Well, it'd be good if a lot of these cars all turned off to the right. Quick drink while we're waiting. I mean, we're the main line of traffic. We should have the right of way here, but the AI don't realise that. Which is why we're just sitting here waiting. Getting impatient. And the other problem is, I think that's the problem, that guy up ahead's waiting to turn left. Well, he's going to have a heck of a long wait for any of this traffic to let him go. Now the truck stopped. He could have went there, and he's decided to go now. Now he's decided to bottle out. This guy's going right, that'll do me. So he's finally moved, and the other guy behind him is deciding to go left as well. So we'll have another long wait. No doubt we'll have a huge queue of traffic behind us. Yep. same problem again. Where's he going? Straight on.
In 650 feet, turn left.
I can hear a level crossing somewhere.
Turn left.
Now what's going on? We've got a broken down truck. The little triangle in the road. So this is going to cause an issue. Let's have a look. Yep, we'll never get past them. And we can't see if there's a detour anywhere because it's too dark, so we'll just bail out past them. That's the only way to solve it.
Navigation resumed.
-7 degrees at 2:44 in the morning. And for whatever reason we've got a 90-mile-an-hour speed limit. Although the AI traffic on the far side of the road seems to be going a heck of a lot faster than us. This is the one that tests your patience. You don't know how long this is going to go on for at 19 miles an hour. now the speed limit's gone up, but we're still crawling. So we're down to 251 miles. So 51, 61, 73, 91. So that's 80 miles we've done. We've really slowed up now with this. And I don't know what it is. Well, I think now would be a good time to take a bathroom break. We'll be right back. Well, that was slightly longer than the bathroom break, wasn't it? But on we go. Now those posts at the side of the road are what stopped me trying to get up the inside and get past this whole queue of traffic. Because we're losing time doing this. Why it's still crawling when the speed limit had gone up, now it's back to 19 miles an hour. A few minutes short of 3 AM. It'll be a while before we get any daylight. How the hell have I managed to hit him? Try and sneak a quick drink. Well, we're progressing quite well there, very well in fact now. we are slowed up to a halt, pretty much so. Now we're moving now back up to 31. And back down to 19 miles an hour again. This is torture. Well, I reckon this is as good as we're going to get. We've not done the 100 miles. We started at 331. We've got it down to 247. And I think we'll call it quits while we're ahead. I think that's what we'll do. So we'll park up here for the time being, and then we'll be back for another session at some point in the not too distant future. We'll have a look at the map. Just move the wheel out the way. We'll look at the map, see where we are, and all of a sudden 240 odd miles still looks a long way. We're stuck there, going at a snail's pace, and we've all the way across there to go, ferry down to here, up and then across and then down to our destination there. But once again, that's going to take another couple of streams to get anywhere near that. So until we meet again, stay safe, take care, keep your distance, wear your mask properly.